It was a sunny day in the small village of Cervenka, Czechia. The children were playing in the fields, while some adults enjoyed the peaceful atmosphere by the river that gently wound its way through the landscape. But it was not just humans who were enjoying the warm day. Along the banks of the river, a group of dogs frolicked with enthusiasm. Marek, an old fisherman who had lived in Cervenka his entire life, chuckled as he watched the dogs. "They've always been curious creatures," he remarked to his friend Pavel, who had joined him for some morning fishing. "I've seen dogs chase animals, but I've never seen them play with fish like this," Pavel replied, shaking his head in disbelief. Indeed, the dogs were doing something quite unusual. They were not catching fish, nor were they trying to hunt them. Instead, they stood by the water's edge, dipping their paws into the shallow areas and letting the fish weave between their legs. Occasionally, a fish would leap into the air, and the dogs would bark excitedly and jump around, tails wagging. The behavior had been puzzling to Marek since he'd noticed it months ago. It seemed there was a special bond between the village dogs and the river fish, as though they had some mutual understanding. The town veterinarian, Hannah, decided to investigate this phenomenon. "Animals often do things that surprise us," she said. "It could be that the dogs see the fish as similar to the toys they play with, or perhaps there's something in the water they enjoy." A local biologist, Jakub, had another theory. "The dogs might be drawn to the fish due to their quick movements," he suggested. "Fish darting through the water could trigger their natural play instincts. After all, dogs love games that involve chasing." As Hannah and Jakub observed, there seemed to be no aggression in the dogs' play with the fish. It was a curious dance of nature, with the dogs and fish engaging in their playful interactions almost every day. The villagers began to accept that sometimes the natural world defied expectations. "Maybe the dogs play with the fish because they're friends," one child said innocently while watching a particularly energetic session of splash-filled antics. Ultimately, there was no conclusive scientific explanation for why the dogs in Cervenka seemed to play with fish. The behavior might remain a delightful mystery, but it highlighted the joy and wonder of human and animal connections with nature. Back in Cervenka, Marek cast his line into the water, sharing a smile with Pavel as the dogs continued their playful interactions. The village was content in knowing that even amidst their routine lives, there could be moments filled with delightful surprises.